He's not in. He never is. You wouldn't want to see him if he were. He's a two-timing four-flusher. Thinks every girl he meets is in love with him.
You seem to know an awful lot about him.
I should. He's the man I love. Won't you step into my web?
So you're Lieutenant Peterson. I should have known from all I've read in the papers.
I hope you've read some of the good things, too.
Well, Lieutenant Peterson is supposed to be quite a terrific cop. Maybe I'll give him a chance to prove it.
Won't you sit down?
Thank you.
Cigarette?
I'd hate to come down here sometime when I was in a hurry.
There's no hurry about homicide. The stiff's already dead before we're called into it. People should consult us before it happens.
That's exactly what I'm trying to do. Suppose we get down to cases, Lieutenant. And don't ask me if anyone ever called me Legs. They did.
Undoubtedly. Well, let's have the problem. But you might give your name and occupation, in strict confidence, of course.
Oh, of course. My name is Lorraine Connors. I'm Gorgeous George's manager.
Well, I've never been able to manage myself either. Maybe,
Lieutenant, this is serious. George's life is being threatened by Al Merlo.
Merlo, huh? I've seen him around a few times since he blew into town. He's got a bad record. Fight fixer. General handyman for a tough Eastern mob.
Well, that's what I've told George.
We've sort of been waiting for him to go into action. What's his angle on the grunt and groan game?
Well, he wants to move in, control it. He's already tied up some of the small fry, frightened them into playing along. You know, Merlo and his goons are pretty tough. But the top-notchers have followed George's lead and told him where he can go.
Good for Gorgeous. I didn't think he had the moxie.
He has plenty of moxie. Too much in this case. He just laughs at Merlo's threats.
All right, lovely. You just leave it to me. I'll see you at the matches tonight. Who's George taking on?
Bomber Kolkovich, the championship.
Say, how about dinner before the match and a night spot afterward?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't make it for dinner, and you'll have to ask George about the rest. You see, he's quite particular about who I go out with.
I thought you were the manager.
Well, only when it comes to wrestling.
Well, I like a little catch-as-catch-can myself.
That's a Georgie pin.
Of the world. The winner must take the best 2 out of 3 falls within 1 hour time limit. Entering the ring at 220 pounds, that terrific and terrifying foreigner from Brooklyn, Bomber Kolkovich. And in this corner, the title holder of the coast, that human orchid, Gorgeous George.
All right, open it up.
Keep your
Open it
filthy
up.
hands off of me.
Never mind the filthy hands. Open the robe.
Come on, make him take it off.
Come on.
Hey, keep
Get
your
up, man.
dirty hands off of me.
Come on, let's
Jackson,
get going.
brush
Open
me
it
off
up.
here. Spray his hands, Jackson.
Never mind the spray. Let's open the robe.
Just a moment. Spray your hands. That's
Come
it.
on, open the robe. All right, now, man, I want no closed fist and no hair pulling.
That couldn't be a face. Take off that mask.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Get back in your corner, both of you. When I tell you to break on the ropes, I want you to break clean. 10 counts on the apron and 20 off. Go back to your corner and come out moving. Come on, let's go.
Just a minute, will you, please? All right, Jackson.
Come on, let's get this out of the ring. Out of the ring.
All right, Jackson, you're dismissed.
Hit it. Let's go.
When I get them lined up, you'll see some real shows.
The local game could sure use some of that big-time Merlot touch, huh?
Keep this a clean match.
a bird in gorgeous cage. Why don't you let me take you out of all this?
Why don't you keep your mind on your work?
We're getting a lot of attention from across the ring.
That's Peterson, the tough dick on homicide. He's got quite a record.
So have you. So that's the big noise, eh? Well, the syndicate has ways of tenderizing those guys.
Comb my hair, will you please, Jackson?
He'll get more than his hair curled if he doesn't come in with the syndicate. He sure will.
Let's go.
That's what you get for hitting me with
House sold out tonight.
It always sells out when I show.
How's the management? Is his gorgeousness receiving?
Well,
Who is it?
it's Lieutenant Peterson, the detective.
How are you, George? Nice show tonight.
Who's been calling Copper?
I have. I talked to him about Merlo.
That big windbag, I could bend him in two.
Ever try bending a 45?
Beat it, Junior. You bore me.
Oh, save that for your public. Look, George, you're in a bad spot. Why don't you talk to Lieutenant Peterson and tell him what you know? How Merlo's trying to work the racket. Maybe they could stop him or put him in jail.
I can't be bothered.
Maybe he'd like to be left alone with his clippings. How about you and I?
The lieutenant wants to take me to supper tonight, George.
If he does, I'll have a new manager tomorrow.
I'm beginning to think you take your act seriously.
Seriously enough to throw you out.
Seriously, I'd like to see that.
Wait a minute. Stop it, George. Both of you. Don't you realize that George is a professional wrestler, a trained athlete? You don't want him to kill you, do you?
Sorry, George. I guess I spoke out of turn. Boy, what a development. Must take plenty of training.
Too much. Exercise, diet, sleep. It's a tough grind.
Oh, but it's worth it, George. Think of the money you make and the headlines. You're really big time.
Yes, I suppose I am.
And deep down inside, he's big-hearted, too. George, you wouldn't want to spoil anybody else's fun, would you?
We'd love to have you go along, but we know how it is.
All right, run along. Have your fun.
Thanks, George. We'll be thinking of you.
But not after 12:30. I'll be asleep by then.
I'll only be a couple of minutes. Stand by in case of cops.
Hello, Peterson. Come in.
Thanks.
I've been expecting you.
Yeah?
You've been asking around about me. Where I'm staying, who I see, those things get back to me.
Very interesting. And it's 10 to 12. Got to be out of here by midnight so I can catch the last show at the Club de Chanson. Anyone with you?
Nobody. Trusting Saul, eh?
Just a habit. Can't seem to break it.
Drink?
No drink.
Cigar?
No cigar.
Well, if you came to sell me tickets to the policeman's ball, I'll take a dozen.
You know what I came for. Merlo, we're satisfied with the wrestling setup in this town. It's corny and crude, but the fans like it the way it is. It's going to stay that way.
I'd say there was room for a difference of opinion.
You want me to start digging around in some of those old raps on the East Coast?
Let's stop acting like children. If you had anything on me, we'd be conducting this down at headquarters under a bright light. Oh, by the way, I found a wallet this afternoon with $5 grand in it. Want to turn it in?
Take it to the lost and found department.
So you retire on a 6-bit pension. I thought you were a smart cop.
Listen, you lay off Gorgeous George and the rest of the groaners, understand?
Understand what?
You want me to draw you a picture?
I'd talk big, too, with the police positive on me.
Just midnight. Right in time for my date. I'll be seeing you.
You will.
Driver, Club de Chanson.
Yes, sir. Did you leave her in tears?
Yeah, pretty much broken up.
She made a scene, no doubt. Threw the furniture around.
No, the furniture looks all right.
Mr. Merlo, how does he look?
Bad enough to lay off your gorgeous client for a while, I hope. Now, how about dinner and a few drinks at the club?
A few songs by Colette?
Oh, you've heard her?
Yes.
She has a wonderful voice and an intriguing accent.
The accent is hardly on her voice.
What? Hey, that can only mean one thing. Peterson.
He won't get away with this.
Peterson. George. They're tough cookies, Al. Maybe you ought to call off this wrestling deal.
Call it off after I've handed around the Eastern syndicates, Jack. Costs a lot of dough to line up a stable of groaners and get in with the people I need. If I pull out now, I'd be into the Eastern boys for plenty. And you know what they do to a guy who hands out their dough and don't deliver?
Looks like you're in a bad spot. If you don't kill Peter, you get shot by Paul.
I'm not getting shot by anybody. What about Manica? Did you line him up?
Sammy won't play. He says none of the promoters will give him a match if he signs with us.
So we draw another blank. What about Colette? She was supposed to get next to Manica.
He's nuts about her, but I don't know. She just can't seem to make him see things our way.
Peterson, George, Manica. I got to think of a way to cancel out the three of them.
Huh. That's a man-size order.
Not if we take them one at a time, starting with Peterson. That's a job I'm going to enjoy.
Hey, that shouldn't be so hard. Peterson's got just 3 weaknesses.
Yeah?
Blondes, redheads, redheads, and brunettes.
Good. Colette's been all 3 in her time. And I heard Peterson mention tonight he was going to the Club des Chansons.
You're a part of me, it's you. In the heart of me, your kiss brings a flame.
The food is good here, too. You should try it sometime.
I bet you'd look well in green.
With the proper accent, of course.
C'est-vous, you're the only one me through to this lonely one. My heart always knew it must be you.
Say, who's that big lug she's looking at?
That's Peterson, cop from homicide.
Maybe ought to bust him in the nose.
You're gonna get yourself in trouble, Sam. Let's get out of here.
You get out.
You better lay off of that stuff, Sam, and forget this Colette. Or you're gonna be all washed up in wrestling.
Oh, I wouldn't be so sure of that. The Merlo Syndicate is still interested.
We've discussed this before. You sign with Merlo, and I'll never give you another match. Wait 1 minute. I will call her. Ah, a telephone call for you, mademoiselle.
Merci, you big, strong chérie. Hello, this is Colette. Oh, it's you. Just a minute. Scram, stoop. Okay, what's cooking? Peterson, yeah, he's here. He's been dropping in lately, looking for a tumble.
Well, start tumbling. Never mind about Manica. Drop him.
Hey, I can't switch my affections every day. What do you think I am?
Don't force me to get personal, baby. And remember, if I pull my dough out of that joint, you go back to singing in the bathtub.
Having fun?
Not as much as you're going to have.
Who is he? One of your old flames?
Sam Manica, the wrestler. One of Colette's present flames.
Why should he be so interested in me?
Hello, Lieutenant.
Oh, hello, Colette. Meet Lorraine Connors.
How you was?
I was, all right.
Won't you sit down and join us?
Merci.
No canary dumps me for a flatfoot.
Have you ever visited the French Quarter in Brooklyn?
Well, I hope I'm intruding.
You are drunk, monsieur.
So now it's monsieur, eh? Let's not have any trouble, fella. Let's keep your big mouth shut. Please, man.
Sammy, you do not understand. Monsieur Peterson is with the police department.
Oh, yeah? Well, I'm with the fire department.
Why, you gentlemen, please. Keep Keep him away from Colette or I'll kill him.
You leave, Mr. Maneker. Let's get out of here.
Oh, monsieur, I'm sorry.
Music, music. Your song, mademoiselle. Go into your number, quick.
I cannot sing now. I am all burned up. This will cool you off.
Wait.
Al, what's a code administrator? He's a guy who enforces the boxing or wrestling code for the athletic commissioner. Usually a cop or a G-man. Why?
Peterson's it.
Peterson?
Mm-hmm.
Peterson, new czar of wrestling. Loaned from police department to become code administrator for athletic commission. The threat of Eastern mobsters to the local wrestling setup has resulted in the appointment of Detective Lieutenant Ron Peterson to give protection to the grunt and groan boys. Action came as the result of complaints from several wrestlers and their managers.
You know, Al, I think we ought to pull out.
Not me. The more I think of Peterson being the official big noise, the better I like it.
How are you, Mr. Murphy?
Fine, Miss Connors.
Hope I'm not intruding.
You are, but I like it. Murph was just congratulating me on my promotion.
Well, I came to add my own congratulations.
Thanks.
Even though I had to sneak away from George to do it.
What do you mean?
Well, he's burned up about this code administration business. He doesn't think the game needs any nursemaids or chaperones.
What's the matter with that prima donna anyway? Peterson is just the man we need to keep the game clean.
You know, George, he thinks he can handle all the monsters in the world single-handed. Besides, he's sore at you personally because of the fight we were in at the club the other night. He thinks it will hurt his reputation if I see you anymore.
That's what a diet of ham and corn will do for you. Well, I've got to be moving. Goodbye, Miss Connors. Good luck, Ron.
Thanks, Tim. I'll need it. Well, since this is our last tete-a-tete, we might as well make the most of it.
Oh, just a minute, Lieutenant. This is the police station. Supposing the chief or even the mayor should walk in.
I voted for him. Didn't you? Station 406, Lieutenant Peterson.
Hello, you big you. How you was?
Oh, I'm fine. I was. How have you been?
Oh, I am desolate because I have not seen you. How you like to drop over? For the little drink, maybe. Yes? No?
No. Well, maybe yes, maybe it's the mayor's secretary.
Oh, I thought so.
I seem to have misplaced the address you're talking about.
Someone is there, no?
Well, I'm rather busy, but I'll see what I can do. Goodbye. I've got to go over and see one of the mayor's friends.
Politics is such a bore, isn't it?
That all depends how you look at it.
Hello? I'd like to speak to Sam Menaker, please.
This is Sam. Lorraine Connors? Why, sure, you're Gorgeous George's manager.
I've got to see Colette LaRue about that brawl at the club the other night. Can you tell me where she lives now, Sam?
Elm Street, 1625. And don't give her my love.
Speaking of love, I understand that Lieutenant Peterson has just gone over to Colette's apartment.
He has, huh? Well, I'll tear him in two. Thanks.
Hi, Colette.
Hello, handsome. I'm so glad to see you.
Seeing you isn't bad either.
You are looking for something? Or somebody?
No, just a habit. All right, babe. I'm yours. Trot out the etchings.
You are funny. Oh, goes the window. I hope you like the wine. It is Chateau Garvin, 22.
Well, as long as it's over 21, it's okay with me.
You are glad you are here? Hmm?
Yeah. I like wine. Here's to Cebu.
Cebu? It's only the paper boy.
Sometimes the paper boy listen at the door.
Suit yourself, but come back to Colette. She's lonesome.
Okay, lonesome. Just close your eyes and relax.
Sammy!
I told you what would happen if you ever saw him again.
You big, you. You don't know your own muscle?
I don't, huh? He can't have any. He's in training.
Oh, that is the paper boy for sure.
You make sure. Might be the Iceman.
What do you want?
Don't mind me. I'm looking for the mayor.
Now, Lorraine, don't jump at conclusions. This isn't as bad as it looks. We have a chaperone.
Well, he's right on the job, isn't he?
What happened?
You are all right, darling. You are here with me. Oh, do not hurt him anymore, Sammy. Oh, your poor face. He is all swollen up. You come with me. I bathe it so you don't get the mice on the eye.
Gee, thanks, Colette.
I suppose this all comes under administering the code for the athletic commission. Eh, big boy?
I'll go. It's the paper boy.
Peterson!
Ron, are you all right?
I guess so.
Why don't you try that on someone who knows the game?
See my valet. He has a way with children.
Why, you...
Why, break it up! Break it up!
Why don't you say this for the ring?
Why, I've been trying to get him in the ring for over a year.
I don't wrestle striplings.
Oh, take it easy.
Come, little one. It's time for my Marcel.
Goodbye, Lieutenant.
Oh, never mind, Sam. I'll take it up with the athletic commission.
I don't know if I can trust either of you.
At last. Just us. Me and you.
Kind of lonesome, isn't it?
But you cannot go. You must stay here with me and...
And wait for the paper boy? I don't believe you've got one.
No matter how you slice it, you didn't get anywhere with Peterson. The only thing that listens good is that beef between George and Menaker. Maybe I can use it. Okay, Colette, keep in touch.
Al, you can't build that beef into a bout.
Why not?
Because George won't give Menaker a tumble. And besides, Menaker just ain't having any of you.
I'm not so sure about that. If I make Menaker the symbol of clean wrestling, he'll listen to me. And so will a lot of other people.
Oh, but, Al, wrestling is clean here. And what the syndicate's interested in is dough.
What we're interested in and what we want the suckers and chumps to believe are two different things. Once I take control, they'll take the kind of matches I give them. And the way to start the ball rolling is to get George and Menaker together with a lot of publicity.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Hi there, Mr. Murphy.
Hello there. How are you?
Hello, George. How goes it?
I don't believe we've been introduced.
Don't hide half the press, George. Tracy's with the graphic.
Wait how it is, Murph. What do you think about Peterson being appointed code administrator?
Fine, just what the game needs.
The game needs Peterson like I need pep pills.
Say, what's this I hear about you and Menaker being matched?
Don't make me laugh.
Well, you better start smiling, at least.
What is this, an invasion?
Call it what you like. I'm here to see that Sammy Menaker gets a fair shake.
He'll get nothing as long as he's managed by you.
I'm not his manager. I just want to know why he's being sidetracked. He's the logical contender for the heavyweight championship.
He'll always be a contender while I hold the belt. If we got in the ring, I'd kill him.
Is that an opinion or a threat?
Call it what you like.
Take it easy. Just what have you got against Menaker?
I don't like the remarks he's been making around town. About my clothes, robes, and my hairdo.
Oh, go on, you're permanent slipping.
In the jug. All of you. Hold it. What's the meaning of this, Murph?
He came in here with his goons and demanded that I give Menaker a bout with George.
You mean you're signing up with Merlo?
We haven't even discussed it. I just want Menaker to get the break he deserves.
It's real big of you, Merlo. But I don't need your help. As a matter of fact, I came over here to do something about this feud. Bad blood between two men doesn't do the game any good.
But, Peterson, you...
Let's not have any more discussion, Murph. Arrange a match between Menaker and George as soon as possible.
What are you wearing for the match, a page boy or a windblown?
All right.
Colette,
I gotta see you, Al.
you know you're not supposed to come here.
I know, Al, but Peterson's getting into the act again. He wants to take me to the match. If I turn him down and show up alone, he might ask questions.
I see what you mean. We got to get somebody to take Colette to the match.
Well, how about Professor Pierre, the old con man?
He in town?
Sure, he hit me for a sawbuck the other day. He's a French-Canadian or something. He'd look perfect as Colette's uncle, maybe, huh?
Get in touch with Pierre.
Yeah.
You've just inherited an uncle, baby. Call Peterson and tell him.
Hello, big fella. I am sorry I no can go to the wrestling with you tonight. My Uncle Pierre, he is here from Paris, and he insists on taking me.
Okay. Give my regards to Uncle Pierre. Tell him sometime he must meet my Uncle Dudley. Well, Colette can't go with me to the matches tonight. You're going to be busy with George. So I guess I'll work at my job.
You'd better be on the job, Ron.
What do you mean?
Well, I don't know exactly. Maybe it's a hunch. But the papers keep playing up these threats of George's. Then I hear that Merlo's betting heavily on George when he's supposed to be backing Menaker.
Why not? Guys like Merlo don't get their sentiment and their sugar mixed.
Maybe. But I can't help thinking what it could mean to you if this match should backfire in any way.
Why, Miss Connors, I didn't know you cared.
I wouldn't let myself care.
Why not?
When I was a little girl, I used to play marbles. Lots of times, when the game was over, the kids used to give the marbles back.
Sure. You just played for the fun of the game. I used to do that.
I never did. I played for keeps.
Entering the ring at 227 pounds, that very popular boy from the state of New York, the great Sammy Menaker. And now, presenting our champion at 210 pounds, known as the toast of the coast, that human orchid, Gorgeous George.
All right, open it up.
Come
on, open it up.
You know I don't use oil.
Never mind,
Spray his
Jack.
hands, Jackson.
Never mind the spray. We'll save the nonsense. It's a title match. Open up. All right, I want no clothes.
Check him for some more oil there.
You know I don't...
Wait a minute here. Wait for the bell. Go back to your corner. When the bell rings, come out moving. Let's save this.
This is a chance I've been waiting for.
Good luck, Sammy. Give it to him.
Hey, wait a minute.
Give him a message.
Relax. It's in the bag. I hope so.
What are you talking about? I hit him just like that.
It's all right. You keep it open in there. George, keep that fist open in there. I saw that one.
The hand is open. Is that open?
Okay. Keep that fist open. I'm not going to tell you again.
Count him down.
Hey,
Keep your dirty hands.
Tell you to break them holes, break them now. You wrestle it. I'll referee it. Let's go.
Afraid you made a mistake for us in this match.
Sammy, could I have your autograph?
It's a pleasure.
He found me. I'll get him.
Oh, may I have yours, too? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I am for you, big boy.
Thanks, Colette.
Careful, Cream Puff. Don't get writer's cramp.
Right away.
This man is dead. The body shouldn't be moved until the coroner gets here.
George, I'll have to put you under arrest, pending an investigation.
But Peterson, I couldn't have killed him.
No.
Wait, come on a minute.
So naturally the newspapers bleat. They've been campaigning against boxing fatalities, and now they're cropping up in wrestling. The papers put the athletic commission on the pan. They pass it to the police commissioners, and then they try to dump it in my lap. All because a smart cop who's been promoted way above his head forces a couple of wrestlers with a grudge to commit mayhem in public.
Don't worry about the smart cop. He's going right back to the beat he started from.
So the buck ends here. Okay. What happens to George?
What do you think? He threatens to kill a man if he gets him in the ring. And then, according to the coroner, he does kill him. That's first-degree murder in my book.
It's first-degree murder, all right. But you're a little mixed up on your killers.
What? How?
I'll stake everything I've got that Al Merlo and his Eastern Syndicate are behind this. Merlo and company don't want any code administrator to keep them in line. And Merlo's got a personal beef against me. So you notice I'm being dumped as the result of a killing that puts Gorgeous George on ice. George was Merlo's biggest obstacle in organizing the wrestlers.
Ridiculous. The old police technique of trying to lay everything at the doorstep of the gangsters. How could anybody else have killed Maneker when thousands of people saw Gorgeous George beat him to death?
Maybe there was something they didn't see. Maybe I've only got a hunch, but I'm going to work on it.
They told me this jail was free of vermin.
It was until you loused it up.
Keep out of here, Flatfoot. The accommodations here aren't much, but they're supposed to ensure privacy.
Look, big shot. I've been interviewing dozens of people the last couple of days, and I'm too tired to take your nonsense. You better climb down off that big steed of yours, or you'll have a rendezvous with some gas pellets.
Causing an accidental death isn't a capital offense.
But first-degree murder is. And that's the way the DA is drawing the indictment.
He is? Frankly, Peterson, I'm scared to death. I'm always kind of scared. Jittery inside. That's why I put on a big act.
I know, George. You're not hard to figure out. But what can you tell me about Maneker's death?
Nothing, except I didn't cause it. Must have been heart failure or something else.
You gave him a pretty bad beating. The autopsy showed a concussion.
What's a concussion? A boxer gets one every time he's KO'd. As to the beating, I've taken much worse than the one I handed Maneker.
I agree with you, Lieutenant. The beating George gave Maneker wasn't severe enough to kill him.
Then what did kill him? Oh, if I could only see that match again. I've got it. The television sets. The telecast. Why didn't I think of that before?
Think of what?
Of showing the match over again. The television studios sometimes make a film for later telecasting. I'm going over there right now, then I'll head for the DA.
We're going to do what?
The television company made a film for Eastern showing. I've talked them into retelecasting the match tomorrow afternoon. It'll be on Channel 1 at 3 o'clock.
You mean you expect everybody to see this fantastic murder of yours actually committed?
Possibly. But I've got another angle, too. When the match is retelecast, we'll have the principals in the case and the likely people at the ringside here watching the telecast.
You mean right here in my office?
That's right. That'll give us a chance to watch their reactions to the telecast and to question them about it right afterwards.
Of all the screwy wool-gathering stunts I ever heard of, that's the worst. If this is all the evidence you have to present for Gorgeous George, he's convicted right now.
Gould, I'm sure George isn't guilty. As public officers, you and I are sworn to protect the innocent as well as to convict the guilty. If I go out that door now, I'll go with a clear conscience. What about you?
Yes, sir?
I'm sending you a list of people I want to see in my office at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. If any of them object to coming, send officers after them.
I accept your peace offering.
You want a light?
Maneker staggers back as George moves in again. There's a gut kick clipped by Maneker, and George is down. Maneker goes in for the pin. Ruby counts 1, 2, and George makes his feet now. Maneker throws a hard right to the jaw and drops George into an airplane spin. On his shoulders, there he goes 2 times. There goes the slam to the mat, and Maneker goes in for the pin. Ruby counts 1, 2, 3. That's all for Gorgeous George. Maneker, the winner, in the first fall over the human orchid. Sammy Maneker, the winner. And now let's make it official by listening to Jimmy Lennon.
The first ball goes to Sammy Maneker with an airplane spin and body press. The time, 4 minutes, 18 seconds.
That's the way it is. Maneker, the winner. A very popular young man, this Sammy Maneker.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I am for you, big boy.
Thanks, Colette.
Careful, Cream Puff. Don't get rider's cramp.
And there's the bell. Gorgeous George steps out, goes right to work with the right cross to Maneker's jaw that drops him. Maneker comes back with the right to the jaw, and another one, takes one from Gorgeous George, throws another right of his own. There's a hard right on the eye, and Maneker hits the second rope. Gorgeous George sets up a snap mare and drops Maneker to the mat. Gorgeous George moves in again, sets another snap mare and drops Maneker again to the mat. Maneker comes up, takes a double leg snatch, turns it over into a Boston Crab. He's got it set, but his feet are wrong. His feet are wrong, he's lost his balance. There goes Maneker. George deliberately sets one on his button and drops him. Dives in for the pin. Let's see the count. 1, 2, 3, that's it. Gorgeous George, the winner of the second fall over Sammy Maneker. That's a fall apiece as the arm of Gorgeous George.
That's all we need for our purpose. As you've probably heard or seen in the newspapers, there's considerable difference of opinion as to just how Maneker met his death. Did any of you see anything on the television screen that would give us a new lead or a clue of any kind?
I don't know what you're trying to prove, Peterson, but the television proves just what we saw at ringside. George killed Maneker.
That isn't so. I've taken worse beatings than that, and they didn't kill me.
Maybe the district attorney is interested in this horseplay of yours and Peterson's, but I'm not.
All right, take the prisoner back to jail. The rest of you can go, but hold yourselves in readiness to be summoned by the grand jury.
No matter what Peterson suspects, he hasn't any evidence. They'll break him and send Gorgeous away. That'll put the other groaners in line.
And we move in. If that calls for another...
Drink.
Hi, Colette.
Oh, it's you. Hello.
You mind if I come in?
I have not much time. I was just going out.
Well, this will only take a couple of minutes. We're getting affidavits from everyone who was present in the district attorney's office to the effect that they saw nothing that would indicate murder.
I don't understand such thing.
Oh, it's just a formality. Everybody's signing them.
Well, I'd rather talk to someone before I sign.
Well, Colette, I'm surprised at you. You don't want to make people suspicious of you, do you?
So, I sign.
Here, Colette, this'll do. Go ahead. What's What's the matter?
No.
You should have played it through. This is only a duplicate of the pen you used in Menaker's murder. I got suspicious when the telecast showed you asking for the autograph of a guy you'd been going with for months. So I got a frame of the film and had it blown up. Then I had this made in the police lab. It's a clever gadget. When you press the point, hollow needles dart out from the sides of the barrel, ejecting the poison from the chamber. Well, you going to talk for the record, or are you going to take the whole rap?
I'm not taking any rap for anybody.
Nobody's going to take a rap. I told you you weren't a smart cop.
Smart enough to know you wouldn't shoot anybody here.
That's right. Not here. We're going to take a little walk and then a little ride. Get his gun.
Not a very nice finish, is it, Colette? Police headquarters, please. Great bout tonight, champ. You were better than ever.
Thanks. But if it hadn't been for you, I'd be champ at San Quentin.
Well, you might show your appreciation by letting me have a few words with our manager.
Sure, I was on my way to the box office anyway.
Thanks.
Well, behave yourselves.
Want to play?
I don't mind. But remember the conditions.
Sure. Anything you say.
This is for keeps.
For keeps.
Wrestling is a rough game, and I've often wondered how the boys are able to absorb its punishment 4 or 5 times a week. To find out, we have gone to a gymnasium to watch the Dusek brothers train. Yes, that's all it is, training, not a family civil war, though it looks like it. They call the Duseks the Riot Squad, and when they go to work, even playfully, you can hear the clamor 9 miles away. That's how the Body Beautiful is built up for the business of the future, and how they build it. Some fun, eh, kid? But you've only seen half of it. Here come the other brothers, Joe and Emil. They'll add plenty of zip and sparkle, even though they look like statues of Medusa right now. The referee wants to lay down the law. But what are rules to the Duseks? Raus mit ihm! Here's wrestling without rules, and if somebody doesn't get hurt, it won't be their fault. Anything goes, and darned be he who first cries, hold, enough. They never do. That's the reason they're tops as drawing cards. But bingo! You know what happens when irresistible forces meet immovable bodies? This is it. You have to start young to be good in any sport, and these carbon copies of the Duseks probably began doing nip-ups and Japanese headlocks before they were through teething. Take that flying butt. It would knock the wind out of a blimp. And that scissors looks like one of the Dusek's own patented specialties. That sort of thing builds he-men, rough, muscular citizens of the future. Nothing sissy about them. Sissies? They'll show you what they're made of. Roll, lad, roll. Watch the kid who's down. See him beat the floor and groan in agony. Oh, he knows his way around. You can bet on that. Then comes the good old merry-go-round or razzle-dazzle or whatever you choose to call it. The referee's decision is a draw and the show is over. Over? Yeah, over for the referee. Well, boys will be boys. They say the female of the species is more deadly than the male, and this proves it. Terrible Tessie makes the whole thing seem even rougher than the garden or spinach variety of wrestling. Break a date with her and she'll break your arm. This looks like a pretty good trick for a girl to know when her husband begins arguing about the size of the bills. Call it jiu-jitsu or what you want. So down on the schnozzle, and if you're smart, you'll run while you're healthy. Attaboy. When you pit a wrestler against a boxer, you bring in an element of doubt. Zing, right on the whiskers, and the body going down like coal through a chute. Looks bad for the grappler, doesn't it? You wouldn't want to bet on him now, eh? Well, not too much. But let the wrestler get close enough to use his hands, and the business is over in the key of B-flat. The big boy will say it, and not with flowers. The boxer jabs. Jabs. Look out! That swing will knock your head off. You'll have to do better than that, or goodbye, please. A headlock is clamped on, and uh-oh, that's bad. The little man is lifted and given a body slam, and he's out like a light, proving again that the wrestler is master of the boxer. Now let's go to the big time where wrestling is really rough and thousands come to cheer. This is Riot Inside the Ropes. And when I say riot, I mean riot. With Gunboat Smith, one of the great old-time fighters, as referee. Watch him. He's a swell show in himself. 4 stars in any review, and the most colorful official in the game. Smith will stand for roughness because he was a pretty hard guy to lick when he was in action. But it must not be illegal. There's quite a difference, as you'll find out very shortly. Look out, fellow. When the gunner swings, even when he misses, you're gone with the wind. But one gets as used to roughness in wrestling as a plumber does to a leaky pipe. The old rat-tat on the chin is like rain on the roof. It just rolls off. Well, you take it as it comes along, but keep an eye on Smith. The rules permit hitting with the forearm, but not with the clenched fist. You've got to keep your hand open. Well, rules or no rules, the whole thing looks like an invitation to a murder. Just why they don't all wind up in the hospital, I wouldn't be knowing. It's a game 2 can play, but that's another story. Come on now, don't be sore. Let's be friends. Oh, you fell for it, eh? Well, here's something a hammerlock to teach you not to be too trusting. Yeah, and something else, too. But Gunboat Smith is watching. An eye for an eye is his motto. A handful of hair, the smack of a skull against the floor, and it works like a charm. You want to make something out of it, eh? But since you folks haven't really seen what wrestlers can do under pressure, we'll present the maulers of the mat and let you judge for yourself what they go through to earn their caviar and 12-cylindered automobiles. There are lots of easier jobs than doing this night after night. There are headaches in them thar holes and broken bones, too. That? Oh, well, it's just for a giggle because comedy packs the customers in and customers make the headlocks go round and round. But laughs are only incidental to the real business. Wow, what a roundhouse swing that was. Come on, get up and try again. Try again. I wonder if anybody could be as ticklish as that.
referee! Stop it now!
Here's a headlock, a dainty little grip, but no tougher than 50 other holds. Try that on your landlord sometimes, but if he reacts this way, he'll probably scare you out of a month's rent. Back in a corner, suck and down. Chins aren't made of stones or bodies of leather, and that floor isn't a feather mattress to be bounced on either. But the action is incessant. They step onto the top speed, slugging, crowding every moment with slam-bang roughness. No wonder the Deuce X practiced the way they did. This is as hard on the system as yellow fever. Another wallop right from the bargain basement. But it isn't a bargain when it lands. Don't stop to think it over. Action, pep, keep going. No rest for the tireless. There's a rabbit punch, but I never saw a rabbit that wouldn't crack under it. And yet, in spite of this, these wrestlers have no personal feeling against each other. They can take it, and they can dish it out. There's only one theory. Put the other fellow on his shoulder blades and let his bones fall where they may. You try it sometime. Hey, you're biting the hand that tweaks you. Boo-hoo, Mr. Referee, he bit me. Well, I don't blame you, fella. I'd squawk, too, if somebody took me for a hamburger. But he doesn't wait for sympathy. He gets himself a wrist lock that's as pleasant as a busted leg and hurts the other fellow almost as much. And then, ouch, not so hard, please. I can't breathe. This hold is a new one on me, but it looks as though it's intended to keep the referee's instructions from going in one ear and out the other. You can have wrestling, boys. I'll take vanilla.